What's good, YouTube, man? It's your boy T. Y'all watch Game 4? I watched it, but I turned it off because they was whooping him too bad. You feel me? My fault, Kyrie. My fault. I had the brooms out and shit. I didn't know. I didn't know you wasn't getting swept. Hey, peep the hat, though. The hat, okay. The hat, I like the hat, Kyrie. I like the hat, Kyrie. This is what we've been waiting on for the team to show up. Not a team here. Now we can hoop. Now, I did say Dallas in 7. That was my original. You know, I ain't gonna. It's cool, bro. It's cool. I ain't gonna talk about it too much. You know what I mean? Because a 3-0 comeback is crazy. But I did say Dallas in 7. I ain't tell y'all how they was gonna do it, but I said they was gonna do it. You feel me? So if they win in 7. T-Ski said it first. Hey, this is the little interview post game. Let's see what he talk about. Let's see what he talk about.
Kyrie's a bit of a two-parter. The sense of desperation that a team plays with down 3-0, is that? Are you able to replicate that in another game? Like, how do you bring that same exact mentality in next game?
Yeah, but just by putting it in perspective, just what we're up against, you know, history's going to be made either way, so we would like to be on the right side of it.
You did this already.
But it just comes from
just one more game.
Sentiment, same phrase I was using the other day, just putting our best foot forward. Felt like Game 3, we had a good chance to close out that game to at least put us in a competitive spot. But we waited until Game 4 to ultimately play our best game. Took long enough, you know, for all of us to get to the party together and to play for each other.
Long enough, 4 games.
But it's definitely a possibility that we can replicate it. But we understand that we're going against the same great Boston team that's going to make it tough, and we're going into their home den, and we have another opportunity to extend the season. That's all we can ask for. So we handled our business tonight, but the job is still an uphill battle, and we understand that.
Kyrie probably in the locker room, probably like, "Hey boys, I done came back from 3-1. I done came back from 3-1, my boys. This ain't nothing. This one more game. This is the same thing." He probably like, that 3-1 comeback we did, we could have played them 100 more times. We would have won every time. This ain't nothing. What you talking? He probably in that locker room. We finna make history. What you talking about? Y'all know he in that bitch capping, bro. You know, look at his hat. He be capping, bro.
Let's go in the middle.
Blake Elliott, 105.3 The Fan. Kai, I asked you on Wednesday about your mindset. Right here in the middle. I asked you on Wednesday about your mindset and staying positive and extending the series, and you shared a metaphor to get the bazooka, the 50 cal. Do you think that job was executed tonight?
Bazooka and the 50 cal?
Kind of the way y'all won tonight in a hostile Boston crowd for Game 5.
Yeah, no, it was how we started off the game, and our ability to go home, get some rest, you know, not having the same 48 hours to get our bodies ready and recover. You know, so it felt like it was pretty much the regular season in terms of that aspect. And, you know, what I was referring to in that metaphor is just go home and get all the armor and get all the ammo that you need and get ready for this, because we're going to have to keep firing away to give ourselves a chance on the offensive end. But I think for us, we wanted to make it very much more respectable than it has been in the past few games in terms of limiting our mistakes on the defensive end. You know, we've been one of the best teams in the league of getting stops, and that's been our identity. And we play better, I think, offensively, and it's just my opinion. I think it can vary across the team, but I think we play better offensively when we're getting stops and able to push the pace.
Better than Gafford.
You know, get easy opportunities in transition, which we weren't doing the past few games as often. So it felt good to be on the positive end of seeing our hard work.
Hey, we're going to watch the highlights after this.
Especially on defensive end.
Third row here, Dave.
Kyrie, Dave McBennett with ESPN. You're so familiar with it, what it's like to be in the eye of the storm, playing at the ultimate stage in the NBA. That said, how would you describe Luka's response tonight?
I think he made a few people eat their words in a healthy way. I'll say that in a healthy way. You know, I don't want to curse up here or anything like that or get anyone into any.
He definitely did.
You know, unnecessary beef, right, between us and those players and the media. But
yeah, Luke.
I think this is his first.
Yeah, Luke. They was talking that talk about, say you can't play no D. Luke was out there. Where you going, Tatum? Where you going, Drew? Yeah, y'all seen him out there sitting. He was playing D, bro. Don't.
A first taste of what it's like to be on this stage and to not play up to your capabilities, or to be out there towards the end of the game where every mistake is magnified. I think that's probably what I'm really referring to is when every mistake is magnified, there is going to be a response, and that's you guys' job to give us your criticism, and then we go home and deal with it in a healthy way, hopefully. But I think with Luka, just like I've been reiterating to the guys, just stay off of social media as best you can, man, and just enjoy the moment that we're in.
Yeah, Kyrie, you know.
And it's not just about making it this
Boston
far.
fans
It's about
tear that
figuring out
ass
the little nuances to get wins on this stage.
Instagram,
That's
boy.
what it's about for us as competitors, and that's where our focus
Twitter,
should be. So he responded
TikTok.
very well, and I expected it. I think a lot of people expected it too that have seen Luka, have known Luka, but just didn't know how it was going to happen. And he made some things happen tonight that I was very proud of him, and he grew. And that's what we've been talking about too since the beginning of the series, is our growth and us trending in the right direction and figuring out how we get wins together as a group with all those external factors still going on. How do you still lock in? How do you still focus in? How do you breathe through some of those mistakes? And I think he did a great job of that tonight. So hopefully we can still extend this series going into Game 5, but we know we still have to play our best, and we have to control what we control. Yeah.
Fourth row, Ramona.
Kyrie, Ramona.
I think he really believes that they're gonna come back.
About how
Or he just-
Boston really knows your game because
game
you're
by
there,
game.
you know those guys, and that was
You
the
gotta take it
challenge
game
you
by
had
game.
to meet yourself of them just really knowing how you play.
Yeah, how many games was it that they had in a row? Was it 17?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how have you
crazy.
been able to take that? Like when
17?
somebody knows what you do, have you been able to evolve throughout this game and maybe the last half of the last game too?
It's taken time, I tell you that. And it's difficult because as a competitor, you try not to display all your emotions out there to give an edge, but when you're going against some of the best, they're going to use everything to their advantage, and I think they've been able to do that, and that's why I refer to just having my number or knowing my game very well. And I think I was able to take a step back too and talk to my teammates a little bit more about just what that pressure can feel like, not just from losing to a team, but just going against a team and knowing that they're doing everything possible to stop you, but it's a team game. So I have to really rely on my teammates, and I think we all did a great job of that tonight, of just continuing to support each other. And it's not just me.
Yeah, y'all gotta keep hooping, bro.
Celtics or anyone versus the media. It's us.
Y'all got to, bro.
Against the world, sort of say, and going against this good Celtics team. You saw all those Celtics fans in there tonight. So they travel in packs. When we go back to Boston, it's going to be a bunch of them yelling a whole bunch of crazy stuff still. But I think we've been able to grow and face kind of this adversity head on, and we're figuring out each other in a crazy way during the highest stage of basketball. So it's a beautiful thing, but it's also can be chaotic if you don't know how to stay poised through it. So I think we're figuring out each other throughout those phases. Appreciate the question, Ramon.
Sixth row, Vinny.
Kyrie, Vince Goodwill, Yahoo Sports. Before the game tonight, Jason had an impassioned sort of defense of the criticism to Luka.
Rightfully so.
What does it mean when the coach goes out of his way to have his players back unprompted like that, like feeling that support?
That's how you know your coach rock with you, bro.
I think it shows you how important it is to have quality leaders in the locker room and somebody that's been through it.
Your coach ain't rocking with you, bro.
Somebody that's more than willing to sacrifice themselves to take the bullets and the brunt of the responsibility, because he knows how important it is for us to focus on the right things. We can't be focused on trying to answer all these
a good coach.
Unfair, critical questions. I mean, some of them may be fair, right? But I think if you're not necessarily out there playing with us, it's going to be hard for us to connect, if you're talking shit about one of our teammates. And we're not going to go for it. And I think that's what you're seeing. Not just from us, but our head coach.
Going, you said, Kyrie?
Dealt with his fair share of criticism from some of you guys in this room and some guys in the past, and some of you criticize him as a coach, rightfully so, like I said. But I think if it goes over a certain boundary, you're going to see real humans step up and protect their brother or their sister. So I think that's what you saw from J. Kidd. I'm proud of him. And,
say that, Kai.
I have the same sentiment, man. That's our little brother right there, and he's in the finals. He's going to make mistakes, and that's why I also had that kind of peaceful sentiment about me after the game. I'm not about to go up to Luka and just say it's all your fault. That's not how it works in our locker room, and we dang sure don't want to start those bad habits now. I've been on teams where we've allowed the media or opinions to infiltrate what we have going on.
What teams, Kyrie?
Well, so I think
I would have asked you.
Foot forward and focus on the things we control.
I would have asked him right there. I would have been like, "Oh, Kyrie, what teams we talking? What teams did the media mess it up? You talking about with Brown, or you talking about with Tatum them, or you talking about with Lil Katie them? Who you talking about? Who you talking about, Kyrie? Who you talking about?
We got a good thing going here.
First row on the right, Mike.
Mike Curtis, Dallas Morning News. Kyrie, Derek Lively had 2 3-point attempts this season in his career. When he hoisted that shot up, what were you thinking? And what can a shot like that on this stage do for
that was some bullshit he made.
I mean, if you're familiar with D-Live's game, then you know in high school he was shooting those threes. He was on a pretty good team, too, that ended up winning a few championships together. But D-Live had an expanded game, sort of say, when he was in high school. It's crazy. I was watching highlights not too long ago, but when he shoots that, I have the utmost confidence. I think it surprised a lot of people in the arena because of the attempts and that he hasn't had yet. But
he did smack that bitch early in the first
and created a little bit more separation.
I knew it was over right there.
It eased everybody else out and it eased everybody else's feelings that were out there with him. And when you have our one of our vocal leaders making a three like that, you best believe he's going to come to the bench and let everybody know he made that shot. So everybody was happy for him, and we knew it was a big shot. So, man, more credit to him. Want him to keep working on it. But I don't know if he shoots it again, but if he's open and shoots it, then we have the confidence in him.
First row, Tim.
Tim McMahon, ESPN. You talk about poise a lot. I know that's something you've worked with Luka on in terms of not letting frustration affect his focus.
Which I was thinking when Lively shot that three.
He vowed to stay out of it with the refs today. He did that.
That bitch went in. I was like,
he's locked in on the game and not the refs. What impact does that have on him? What impact does that have?
It make the whole team better, bro.
Yeah, well, Tim, I think
when Luka not crying to refs the whole fucking game, bro, it make the team so much better. Now the ref's like, all right, I'll give you a call. He not crying today, you know? He be in the ref ear. The ref be like, man, get the bro. Like, the ref be really like, get the fuck on, bro. Like, I'm not finna get this nigga no call. He crying the whole game. Every time Luka shoot and they don't call foul, he be like this. Just stare at the ref like, cuz, you not getting that. You not getting that, boy. You think you finna intimidate the ref? Nigga, he'll make y'all, that's why y'all down 3-0. Nigga, like, we calling all them weak-ass blocks. What you talking about? Them all them blocking fouls. Nigga, what you talking about?
What we have to also account for is we're in a very physical game. So when you're getting beat up like that, you know, out there every single play down, you're going to have something to say to the refs. And in Luka's case, his relationship with the refs is not always the healthiest during games. And, you know, the referees are humans too, so we have to respect what they do. They're just a big part of this game too. It could sway either way. And I think what you're seeing is him just taking accountability as best he can at this point in his life. And, you know, he's a young person still trying to figure it out. So I give him that grace. But also we got to give him a little tough love where, you know, we let him know and reiterate that you got to stay off those guys a little bit. You know, so I think it's just lessons being learned. And when he is locked in like that and he's not paying attention to the rest, he is, you know, a huge, impactful player for us and a great leader for us. So we just want him to stay consistent on that and not be too hard on himself either if he's going to do that. If he gets a tech, I mean, so be it. No one's fratting the eye, but if we're trying to get back into the game and we need the refs, then there has to be a different perspective, a different approach you got to take. So sometimes a good conversation works with the refs.
He basically saying, Luke,
eye conversation works with them, but
don't be doing that shit in a close game, bro.
And meffing them all the time. It could get to them too. So I'm not saying that we're all perfect, but we got to use everything to our advantage on a positive note.
I had to say that. He had to say that, bro. What y'all got? What's y'all thoughts, man? Y'all think they believe in that Dallas locker room that this will come back? How Boston feeling? Boston like, we finna go home. We finna whoop these niggas next game, bro. Now they gotta go back to our spot. But I ain't gonna lie. If Dallas win this next one, it's gonna get scary. It's gonna get real dark over there in Boston. If Dallas win next game, it's gonna get dark. I'm trying to tell y'all now. You know what I mean? They gonna cut the power off, bro. They gonna cut the power off on them niggas, bro. Because they gonna have to go back to Dallas for game 6. Oh my God, Dallas gonna whoop them niggas. That's why y'all better get them in 5, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all. But hey, share y'all thoughts, comments. You know, let me know something in the comment section, man. But I'm out. Peace.